Hello. Today I would like to talk about a project called Restarting Space. I come from Japan. I live in Tokyo. Shibuya and Shinjuku are my playgrounds. When I go to see architecture with my friends, we often get absorbed in our walks and get tired. We'd like to sit down and talk about the beauty of architecture. But just to sit and talk, we need to go to a coffee shop and order a coffee or cake. Every place in Tokyo belongs to someone, and we need permission even to rest there. Why do we need permission to be free on Earth, a place that no one owns? I cannot allow myself to be tied up. Today's cities are shaped by authoritative systems. This system limits our possibilities, controls our behavior, pulls people out of programs, mediates our future, and keeps us away from nature. But we should not give up on this system. Rather, for our cities and the natural world to move forward and imagine a new future, we must build a symbiotic relationship with our current built environment. We cannot move forward without accepting the status quo. But to move forward, we need to take a careful look at our cities. With this in mind, I re-examined the city and found new possibilities in the gaps. If you look at the cities of today, it's easy to see the division by separation. The stark realities of program separation in buildings, class separation in communities, and racism in human relationships are still visible. But despite the circumstances, I believe that by looking creatively into our void, we can see the potential for positive change. In that gap, I believe there is a potential for nature to grow, the potential for personal exploration, and the endless possibilities for new urban development. In this proposal, I'd like to consider a system without ownership, a system that maintains neutrality, a system without authority, and a system that enriches people's future possibilities. The world needs a framework that creates this kind of neutrality in order to build a system that capitalizes on the new potential. A reinterpretation of the grid can be considered such a framework. If we put a square grid on top of the city, the overlap between the city and the gap may reveal new shapes. This shape was not deliberately planned by anyone, but from a broader social perspective, this slab system offers a solution to major urban problems in Asia. As you know, Asia is known as a disaster-prone region. This slab's carbon nanotube structure can withstand natural disasters such as floods and earthquakes. Even if the surrounding buildings and materials are washed away, the slabs will stand firmly in place and function as an evacuation space and shelters for people. By ensuring safe distancing during disasters, we can save lives and strengthen community cohesion. In addition, I think that slab system can contribute to sustainability from an environmental protection point of view. In recent years, global environment has deteriorated further and further, and the problem of energy consumption has become apparently. However, in the urban system I propose, I think it is possible to create a large photovoltaic power generation area by incorporating transparent thin film solar cells. By incorporating transparent thin film solar cells using carbon nanotubes into slabs, large area solar power generation can be realized. This enables efficient use of renewable energy without using rare material. In addition, the slabs generate and supply energy to surround buildings and communities, contributing to a sustainable urban development. Deforestation contributes greatly to global warming. By adding soils to the slabs and by planting trees and small plants, you can restore greenery to the gaps in the city. Then the coexistence of cities and vegetation becomes possible. It becomes a garden that everyone can cultivate on, forming a new urban landscape. Now, let's look further into the future. The environment changes over time. Weathering and demolition would change the building that make up the slab and natural elements. But in the process, the original appearance of the slabs appears. The slabs belong to no one and stand alone without meaning. New cultures, architecture, and ecosystems are born there, and urban sites are revitalized. I truly believe that these spaces can serve as places for a fresh start, stimulating people's creativity and imagination, and creating new future possibilities for the built environment. This system sets people free. It becomes the norm to express all kinds of actions and emotions in the city. Let's start reviewing the city system from this place today. Thank you very much.